Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully you can see and hear me while I do attempt number 2. Hopefully nothing has been cut off. Not my face, not my body, and everything's recording. What's going on, people? Happy New Year. Today is Sunday, January 5th, 2025. It is 10:54 p.m. approximately 11 p.m. in Accra, Ghana. I am in Accra, Ghana, West Africa. It has been how many months now since I moved from the U.S.? I moved from the U.S. August 2024. I sold my house in Texas, got on a one-way ticket out of America in search of a new home and new path. And this is probably the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. This is probably the craziest. I can't think of having done anything close to this crazy ever. Maybe I have, but I just cannot think of anything. And I know that this comes off as weird to a lot of people, especially Nigerians. Like, why? Like, most Africans, most Nigerians are looking for a way to japa, looking for a way to leave America. Leave Nigeria and move to America at all costs. Like, people would literally do anything, sell their entire property, sell their body, sell everything, to live in America, to move to America, even as illegal immigrants. And here I am doing the complete opposite. I lived in America for 17 years of my life in America. And I thought it was time to go. I've always thought it was time to go for a long time, but I didn't know where to go. Living in Nigeria's a mess. I know a lot of Nigerians don't think it, or maybe they're thinking they're in denial, but Nigeria's a mess. Without Nigeria, without America, where can I go? Considering the fact that I'm a black person, let's be honest, like, being black is still not the most preferred in this world. A lot of times when people give you a chance in this world, is because they're fetishizing you, especially as a black man. And to be fetishized is fun and cute, but that's not sustainable, Where could I go? Where can I go? Where? And I've been always looking for opportunities to leave America, relocate somewhere else. And I just kept waiting and just waiting, and the longer I kept waiting, I had to go. I had to take that leap of faith, and I'm glad I did. In August 2024, I put my house at the market, and in 1 week, I found a buyer. Less than 1 week, and in 1 week, I sold the house. Got rid of a shit ton of my properties, sold my brand new house, sold my brand new car, sold everything, paid off my debts, graduated with my master's, got on a one-way ticket out of America. And I have been searching for a new home ever since. I was in Europe for a bit. Now I'm in Africa. I've been in Africa for like 2.5 months now. And it's been emotional. It has been emotional. It has been a very, very, very emotional journey. I know some people follow me on social media, especially on Instagram. And yes, I do my best to polish things up on Instagram. Instagram, the internet is not real, Chad. Instagram is just, to me, is a place, these mosquitoes, man. It's a place where, everybody just goes to, show their highlight reels, and, but that's not real life. But it's been real out here, man. It's been real. This is my first time leaving the U.S. for this long. And it has been very interesting. And even when I leave the U.S. in the past, like when I used to leave the U.S. in the past, I always had the comfort of going back to America, to my home in Texas. But for the first time, I left America in 17 fucking years without anywhere in America to go back to. And that took a while to adjust to, man. I'm going to be breaking this down sometime in the future once I get my camera and set things up and start telling my story more intentionally. Someone is walking by. Someone's selling pure water. Chairman, how far? How far now?
Cool.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You did hustle for this night.
I dey hustle.
Yeah, no, you didn't sell out. You want to buy something?
I go buy am.
Oh, you go buy. I mean, to say they sell pure water.
Uh,
Okay, no problem, Charlie. All right, now take it easy. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh shit. What was I ever saying? Yeah, this is my first time leaving America without plans to go back to America. This is the very first. I hope this shit is still recorded. Is it recorded? I hope it is recorded. This is my first time leaving without any plans to move back. And it took a while to adjust. My first stop was in London, and I intentionally chose London because London is a familiar ground. You know, shout out to London. London is one of my favorite places in the world, and I know some people in London. You know, like people I have some real genuine love and connection with in London. And I wanted to be in a place where I know I would be safe mentally, physically, spiritually, to recalibrate a whole lot of things. And when I got to London, I got sick. I got sick physically, which is, you know, at this point in my life, it's a given. Every time I travel, every time I fly in an airplanes, I always get sick. So it is what it is. But my mind was, you know, like trying to adjust. Like, yo, I'm actually doing this. I'm actually doing this. I'm not going back. There's no going back now. It's you know, like I've been saying this for a long time. I know some people thought that I was not serious, especially a lot of Nigerians thought I was not serious. Like I was just bluffing. Like he's never going to leave Nigeria. He's never going to leave America. Look at you, just talking. No, I've been serious. That's also a reason why I don't fuck with a lot of people, because a lot of people don't really understand where I'm coming from, and it's fun for, side conversations, people just having conversations, just for the sake of talking. But when it comes down to it, a lot of people don't really take you serious. But then to be fair, I don't really take a whole lot of people serious either, child. People just be talking. But yeah, I'm actually doing it. I sold my home. Like, that was my comfort piece, my comfort place, my safe haven. I got rid of it, got rid of everything that made me comfortable in America. And I'm going to be breaking down more intentionally why all of that. It goes deep, man. Deep as shit. If you know, you know, bitch. If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, I got rid of that, and my mind was trying to catch up. My body was trying to catch up. Shout out to all the people on my TikTok lives who saw that transition, who were understanding, some of the people who encouraged me when I was on my lives, and I was slurring my words because, my mind and my body are just sort of like not coordinated properly, And from there, I went to Amsterdam, and, I did a little tour in Morocco. Morocco is a very interesting place. I have not detailed my trip in Morocco because of my mind, my spirit, like I'm a deep ass person. Shout out to all the spiritual people out there. But like, I was going through it in Morocco, man. I was inside my head. It's been a lot, bro. And when I say emotion, like feelings and things like that, I don't really just mean negative feelings either, or positive feelings. Of course, I don't believe in polarities of negativity or positivity. I don't believe that. I believe everything is good. It is what it is, right? But it's been a lot. And I think one of the things that has been very emotional for me in this journey is the reason why I'm doing this journey. That's what has been the most interesting. The real reason why I'm going through this journey, both on a physical plane and also on a spiritual plane. And I wrote about this in my poetry book, by the way. Shout out to all the people who've purchased my book, my poetry book. If you're interested in my poetry book, check it out on Amazon. Myself and I. It's a poetry book, Myself and I. Just type it in on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime, and it'll be delivered in 2 days. So basically, that is a book of poetry of my spiritual journey with myself. I've written a lot of my emotions down in that book. From a spiritual perspective, the reason why I'm going through this journey is fate and karma. Perhaps this is my karma that I have to go through this life as Uche, a human being occupying space and time. Maybe something that I've done in my past life, something that I did wrong, something that I failed to do, something, whatever the situation is, I'm here now, occupying space and time to rectify and nullify my karma. And that's why I'm here. I hope this shit is still recorded. Hold on. Okay, yes it is. To nullify my karma, or it is fate that I go through this to know myself, because then how can I know what I have not experienced? So I am going through this journey to know myself, because I am contained within myself. It's very deep. But I think I did a good job in that poetry book. So check it out. If this is your thing, I know poetry is not really a thing for a lot of people, especially esoteric poetry and writing and literature. It might not necessarily be for everyone, but if you're interested in that, go ahead and check it out. And I'm working on other, projects as well through God who strengthens me to push out there. To anyone who's interested in knowing what my journey has been. And then there's also the aspect of being human, going through this journey as human. I'm doing this because I'm a citizen of two countries that I don't feel whole in. I can't live in Nigeria. Nigeria, the economy is bad, very unsafe, political unrest. A lot of things are not working in Nigeria, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because there's a lot of potential in Nigeria. And I know it's not all entirely our fault. Colonization, slavery, white supremacy has done a number on our heads, or in our heads. But I feel like, and also maybe it's too young. We're too young in the recovery phase of it. Hence why it seems the way it is right now. But Nigeria is not where I'd like to live at this point in my life, especially being very outspoken, very audacious, the kind of person I am. Nigeria is not a place that I'd like to live in right now. And I know everybody's moving to Lagos and Abuja. I'm tired of that Lagos shit. I don't stand for that Lagos at all. I'm not a Lagosian. I don't stand at all. I don't care for Lagos. So shout out to Lagos, I guess, but that place is overpriced, overhyped. It's a mess. Okay, I'm just being blunt, Chad. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that, but Abuja, I feel very foreign in those places. If I was to live in Nigeria, I would like to live in the part of Nigeria that I'm from, like Abia, Imo, the eastern part, the southeastern part. But I can't even live in Nigeria. And again, I'm going to be breaking these things down later on, in future episodes through God who strengthens me, inshallah, like they said. And I've just been searching, searching, constantly moving. Today was stressful. Today was stressful as fuck. When I tell you, man, it's been stressful. Like, searching for apartments, I'm looking for apartments to rent here in Accra. And I'm trying to, I've been to Accra before, a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. I didn't really enjoy it much. I was just here for 1 week, and then in 2 days after arriving, I got sick, so I didn't really get to explore much of Accra. So I'm trying to explore intentionally, while also trying to know which areas to go, which areas are, conducive and, things like that, so I can find a good place that is comfortable enough, for me to move in and settle, so I can continue doing my thing, pushing my brand, working on myself and things like that. So right now, I'm staying in an Airbnb. It's very transitionary stage and phase right now. So everything is just up in the air. I haven't even brought out my clothes. I've been here 5 days, 6 days, almost a week, Chad. My clothes are still in my luggage, it's just a mess. I've been eating ramen noodles since I got here. Today, literally today, I just ate, actually, for breakfast when I woke up, I had coffee and, what's it called? Bread. Bread, that's it. That's all I've had. And then, 30 minutes ago, I had ramen noodles and eggs, because I need to put something in my stomach before I go to bed. I've been running around all day, walking around, taking cabs, taxis, with these agents, and also trying to be as intentional as possible so they don't dupe me, Chad, you know what I'm saying? Looking for an apartment that is in a good area, that is what I want, and, the sooner the better. I also don't want to rush it. I want to, take my time so I can get something worth it. It's been a lot, man. It's been a lot. And I'm doing all this shit by myself. It's exciting, don't get me wrong. It's not all doom. I'm also quite aware that this is privilege. It's privilege for me to be able to say that I'm doing these things, to be able to do these things, because not every Nigerian has this opportunity, not every American has this opportunity. So I'm quite grateful. I'm grateful for the fact that I have options to travel the world. I have options to be able to say, okay, you know what? I can live in America if I want to. I can live in Nigeria if I want to. I can live in Ghana if I want to. Hell, I can move to South Africa if I want to. I can live in Europe if I want to. It ain't gonna be easy though, Chad. Just because, you know, I have the passport. Just because I have the passport to get me to some of these countries doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, getting permanent residence or a green card, as they call it, is going to be automatic. No, I have to still put in the work. But I'm still grateful for the fact that it's still possible. It's still a possibility compared to millions, if not billions, of people who don't even have the option of doing anything. So I'm quite grateful for it. But it's still so fucking frustrating. It is frustrating, man. I'm so stressed. But I don't regret my decision at all. I don't regret my decision selling my home in Texas and moving. I just hope it gets better. I hope it gets better. I'm trying to be patient. I got sick in Benin. I got sick. I was hospitalized, and mosquitoes keep biting me. Look at me. I'm wearing slippers. My legs are dusty. I'm just tired. I am just tired. I'm just tired. And I pray to God Almighty that someday I'm gonna look back at today, if I'll even remember this shit. Sometime in the future, I'm gonna look back and, you know, I'll smile. Maybe even shed tears of joy and gratitude that I did it. Like, I was courageous enough. I was bold enough to do it. I did it. I fucking took that leap of faith at 32 years old. You know, something that a lot of people don't have the audacity to do. I did it. You know, I sold every fucking thing in America and got on a one-way to get out of America. I did it. I'm grateful that I did it. And I'm not the only one who has given this kind of testament. I remember Tenny the entertainer, the Nigerian singer, she put in her song, like, you know, like she's grateful that she left Atlanta. Apparently she used to live in Atlanta and then she moved back to Lagos. You know, she took that leap of faith and she's doing her thing in Lagos, you know. Shout out to her. Shout out to all the people, all the returnees who have access to America or the UK or, you know, all these Western or Igbo countries, and they still move back to Africa. Shout out to them, and they're doing it. I want to be able to say that I did it, I made it, and I have no regret. Like, I want to be able to look back in 5, 10 years by God's grace and be like, I did it, and I'm grateful for myself. Like, I'm proud. I want to be able to look back at today, this kid right now, this 32-year-old grown-ass man right now, not kid, and be proud of myself. Like, almost as though I can come back right now and tap myself in the fucking back. Of course, I can't see that far. I cannot see that far. So, but I'm sure that does exist somewhere. Wherever you are, future Uche, please, I hope you're proud of me. I hope you're proud of me for making the sacrifice that I've done today, because this shit is not easy, man. It's not easy. A whole lot of things are going against me. A whole lot of things are going for me. Don't get me wrong. A whole lot of things are going against me. And shout out to the people who actually understand. The people who actually understand. I hope I'm not disturbing the neighbors. It's very late. Shout out to the people who actually understand, you know, some of the people who have given me the space that I deserve while I figure things out and untie things. People who actually genuinely fuck with me. Like, when I say genuine, bro, like, I mean genuinely love me, who understand, who are connected to me in my spirit. Not the wannabes, Chad. I've endured all kinds of raggedy ass, dusty ass, struggle ass hate, and struggle ass love, Chad. I'm not even going to get there. I don't need that space for that bullshit right now. But shout out to the people, including family, blood, you know, blood family and none, you know, who understand, or maybe not even understand what I'm going through right now, but they have the intellect, the emotional intelligence to understand that, yo, this kid is going through something, and may God be with him. May everything that he deserves come to fruition. Because in as much as it's exciting, it's also scary, because, you know, the wrong turn can lead you to a path that you're not prepared for to handle. And I pray that all the work that I'm putting in today, man, no matter how trivial they might seem to someone else, I pray that they're worth it in the future. I can actually look back and say, yes, I'm glad. I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself. I pray. I pray to God Almighty. I pray to God Almighty with my body, mind, and spirit. I pray with my body, mind, and spirit that I can look back at today, someday in the future, and I am proud of myself for the courage, for being bold, for being audacious, taking that leap of faith. Almost as though I can touch myself and tap myself in the back. I say, good job. I pray on my deathbed that God understands that I did my fucking best. I did my best. I gave my fucking best. Even when the world tried to comfort me, I did my fucking best. I pray. Because, bitch, it would be sad, unfortunate, if at the end of this, nothing at all, nothing. Like, after all of this movement, the insult why I don't collect for inside this head. Hi, Chineke. The stress alone why I don't collect. Even all the trust me, I know I'm on Instagram posting I'm in London today, Amsterdam tomorrow, and all these fancy ass places, chat. But yeah, I don't know that you just see the end products. You just see the end products. Y'all just see the end product. Y'all don't see the behind the scenes, you know. All the tears I've cried. All the tears, bro. All the tears. Oof. All the tears, all the frustrations, all the days I went without a shower, bro. Hey, Chineke, the hostels that I've had to say, man, I'm gonna talk about these things in details. All the hostels that I've had to stay in, all the shit that I've had to endure, man. Traveling the world as a black African queer person from Nigeria specifically. I just pray to God Almighty that this is worth it. But anyway, I don't know who's gonna watch this. I know maybe the algorithm wouldn't even pay this shit anything. Maybe it'll pay this dust, you know, because I'm not shaking my ass, because that's the that's the shit that the algorithm loves to promote. I'm not shaking my ass, so I don't know who will get to watch this, but I hope maybe this inspires you, I guess. Maybe this humanizes me to you. Maybe you appreciate my vulnerability and understand a bit of who I am on the inside, underneath the physicality, the facade, the illusion of physical. Maybe. I just thought it would be easier to just to say these things on camera as opposed to write them down. I'm not really a writer, Chad. I'm not a writer, so anyway. Oh yeah, now it's late, so what is the time? 11:16 p.m. Charlie, let me come and be going. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good rest of your night, day, week, and happy New Year. Happy 2025. Okay, Uche, peace and love. Uche.